Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel. And I'm playing my favorite Madden again. It's Madden NFL 2003, PlayStation 2. Still the original PS2 that I got back in the year 2000. And you're going to get to choose the teams tonight. Last time I streamed, I played this game was still the matchup that's on the screen, Colts-Rams. So don't want to use those two teams in the matchup. But anyone else is good. Cade, what's up? He says the greatest of all time Madden in the chat. I agree. Really, the first three Maddens on the PS2 are like its own build up to this one, and then they really tinkered with it in 2004. Made the quarterbacks faster. The defense is very responsive, will pick off a lot of balls. So I think this was the one that they had the right formula. And I think they built off the 2004 version. What's up, Lamont? Best Madden soundtrack. And let's get that soundtrack on. Didn't know if it loaded anything from the memory card or not. Oh, yeah, let's see. This isn't one of my favorite songs on the game. Cade wants to see the Lions in action. All right. I could do Lions. I'm hitting the L1, R2 button, seeing what is to switch the song over, but it's not letting me. So Lions versus who? What's up, Filippo? And Filippo and Felipe. It's good to see you guys in the chat. I don't know, am I just not seeing what level it's on? Oh, there we go, all pro. All right, let's play now. Deontay, he says, what a matchup. So Cade was the first to speak up. He wants to see the Lions. Maybe not a fan favorite with the rest of the chat, but I think we got some Mike McMahon here. We'll look at the depth chart. And who do you want to see me play against? The Rams, don't want to play them. They're a little too much out of the Lions' wheelhouse. The Colts aren't very good either. They just got the three guys on offense. The rest of the team is kind of bad, so I wasn't able to take on the Rams. Play with NFL Europe team. Oh, man. What's up, Infamous Smoke? I'm just looking for that team to play against. Cade's got me using the Lions. Bucks. Okay, they're not too bad. These teams used to be in the NFC Central together. I like the football divisions a lot more before they had the 4-team divisions. That's just a little too small. You're on work break chilling. So the Buccaneers, that's doable. Their defense is very good, but overall, they're not the best. Their offense isn't that good, so we'll go with it. Tampa Bay. And I'm going to rock out this old school Tecmo Tampa Bay helmet. Cade says he likes the matchup. I'll go with Marty Mortenweg's offensive playbook, even though I'm not familiar. little too late, Felipe, with that one. Packers with Favre. I feature the Packers quite a bit on these Madden games. What's up, Dwayne? Oh, the Bucks, the old school jerseys. I saw it too late. I think if I got Mike McMahon, I'm going to put him in at quarterback. He's got a little speed to him. Scrambler. You got Al Michaels still on the call. And John Madden. I was not a closet Packers fan. No, not at all. I really did not like them. Later on, though, I have respect for the organization once I learned how they do things in Green Bay. But it's still hard to get over the yellow and green. What's up, Eli the Wolf? You played thousands of games? McMahon's the backup. That's what I figured. People like the Madden 2003. Uncle Charles in Detroit. How's he doing? Uncle Charles. As the weather gets colder out and it gets darker here in Chicago, I'll probably do some more streaming. But weather's still good here. It is getting darker sooner now. Got Desmond Howard and Azakim. Those are two guys that could take it to the house. Am I running with Jerry Angelo? So Jerry Angelo was the GM for the Bears. It's just a quick story. I was at a Bears game with my dad, and it was like one of the coldest days ever in Soldier Field. It probably felt like negative 15 out or something. It was against the Texans, and the Bears were not very good. They had Chad Hutchinson as the starting quarterback, playing a team from Texas, and they got smoked. But anyways, I was like right above, like I was the back row, right in front of a press box that was like in the middle level of Soldier Field, and I guess Jerry Angelo was, well, not I guess, I saw him. He was the one that was behind me, and I was freezing, just jumping up and down so my feet didn't fall off because it was that cold out. And Jerry Angelo had security come sit me down because he couldn't see the game. And I was like, this MFer, he's back here in his little scarf in this heated room. It's negative 14 out. Oh, McMahon's already the starter? Maybe I put him in. Joey Harrington is the rookie. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Oh, man. Azakim's fast, at least. This team's roughing it, though. Not a good line at all. Robert Porcher. I remember they had a fast linebacker on the bench. I don't know if he's in this game yet. Yeah, Boss Bailey was the guy. What's up, Gridiron Masters? It's Ford Field. Yeah, this is gonna be a challenge. Chris Claiborne's solid enough. All right, let's do this. Let's get back to the play on the field. I think these games really are enjoyable to watch. I say this pretty much every time, but this is the era when, the graphics started to look very presentable. And just didn't have his feet set for that one. Yeah, Chad Hutchinson was on the Cowboys. Boss Bailey was right after this game, yeah. I always liked putting him in on the Lions because He was like one of the fastest linebackers in the game.
Deep in their own territory.
Running back is slow.
Drops back. He surveys the field. Gets rid of it.
Well, that didn't go well to start the game. Just threw it right to him. That kind of... I mean, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is good. So I threw it right to a good defender. What can you do? I don't know what's up with Darryl. I think he's streaming career's over.
It's second down and 6 to go.
He was not great in real life. Yeah, he was more of a Madden legend just because of his speed. I remember his tackling wasn't the greatest. Oh, look at that. User pick right back. Breaking tackles, Chris Claiborne. Still got it. What's up, James Bond? Yeah, they still kept the part of Soldier Field intact. You had a bad day? Well, it's time to forget about it. Oh, man. Got the tight end. See, that scrambling allows me to get out, see the field, and he's able to get wide open. Ever watch NPC videos on YouTube? Non-player characters? Like, what kind of videos specifically are you talking about?
They're just about in field goal range. The quarterback is back in the shotgun, looking for a receiver.
Oh, boy. I tried to tap that square button for the dive, and he didn't do it. A lot of fumbles in Madden if you don't get out of bounds with the quarterback or slide. So Lions doing what the Lions do so far, turn the ball over. I guess you could say that one is my fault because I do know how this game plays, and you do fumble those a lot. Yeah, he is. LJC's moving to Boston. His streaming days might be in the decline.
At the 47-yard line. And that's a good gain up the middle for the first.
I'll tell you, that might not be some huge play you'll read about in the paper.
Bears in Arlington Heights.
Right up the middle for a first down.
It's first and 10.
I don't know. There's always rumors of the Chicago teams moving to the suburbs, but it never happens.
Passes it out to the left. He couldn't control it. He dropped it.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking touchdown before making the catch.
There's a big tournament coming up. Actually, this month, in 10 days. September, well, 11 days. September 25th. It's the Tecmo Super Bowl Hardcore Championship in Green Bay. Oh, Pittman with a big move. Yeah, I'm back on the channel, you know. Other guys have been stepping up, filling in, getting some good videos on the channel. Gridiron Masters popped in. He's been getting a few on here. Green Magic, Lumberjack Cracks, Slapshot Sean.
Johnson under center. Dilger, the man in motion.
And I'm back. It's football season. You know what? I did put on the Bears game for a little bit, and the propaganda's way down. It was watchable, at least the parts that I seen. You don't have to watch the coach put a mask up and down anymore. The guys on the sidelines. Oh, they're gonna call me for face mask.
27-yard line.
Yeah, you could definitely put the defensive players in on offense. You can move them all around.
There's so many limbs flying and body parts moving around. You just tackle whatever you can and you grab it
Yeah.
and move it. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
That's true about the stadiums. They have updated a lot of them.
If you get the ball to the receiver, he's usually going to make the catch. There's not much he can
Well,
do.
if that tells you anything, Eli, that means they're probably not moving there. If they've played it since the 70s and they're still not there. But anything could happen.
Four-man front this time.
Yeah, so that will be on this channel.
Passes it out to the left. The Lions
Let's go.
have the live ball.
It's been a defensive game.
The 40, the 30.
2 turnovers each team, and that's a
Touchdown.
scoop and score.
For a touchdown.
Barrel green.
One way, and then the ball starts going the other way. And the next thing you know,
Like a wheelbarrow.
6 points.
So I'm unsure. I'm signed up for the tournament, the Tecmo Super Bowl Hardcore Championship. The night before will be the tag team tournament. I have no idea. But
The point after is good.
so you might have saw that I drive that video game bus now, and if there's parties, they're usually on Saturday. So if I do have a party, I'll be dropping out of the Saturday, but I'm gonna go Friday for the tag team tournament.
He sends this
Tecmo
one
Super
toward
Bowl
the
tag team. I want to make the hardcore tournament though. Get out fresh in the morning.
This guy always seems to find a lane.
So I gotta see. I'll probably know within the next
And he found enough room to
6 or 7 days if I'll be going on Saturday, but it's in a venue that's right by Lambeau Field,
142.
so definitely want to check that out.
Johnson sends a man in motion.
There have been some Tecmo tournaments going on.
Gets the toss. Moving left. Just won't go down.
when you got a running game that's working this
There was the one in the Midwest Tecmo Super Bowl tournament.
Second and 6.
Tag team back again. Me and Sean won that tag team tournament last year on Friday night. Sean won't be able to make it this time.
Hits his man with the pass.
Otherwise, we'd have to try to repeat.
31-yard line. He showed great leaping ability, going up and grabbing the pass.
Some of these guys have the skills to play other professional sports if they had wanted, and really a chance to show off
Vaxxed
when they do
up?
things like that.
Isn't that private medical information, Deontay?
In striking distance.
Or at least it used to be.
Quick drop. With the throw.
Big breakup right there.
The intended target. He made a great play and broke that pass up.
Nothing will frustrate a receiver more than knocking away his pass.
Probably a clean 10 Pepsis a day. Something like that.
It's second down and 10 to go.
Real tooth rotter. We got 2 tight ends.
Passing right.
Pittman's having a pretty good game.
And he's tackled at the 25-yard line. About 7
Lions D holding in.
They need about 3. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Pepsi.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind.
Oh, you live in the area?
With the carry.
You might come to the tournament. I'm sorry I'm blanking on what the venue is, but you know, check out Troy GB Land.
Teams as with sides, and we'll start in the second quarter.
I don't think you'll be there, Deontay. Been saying that for years. I haven't seen you anywhere.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
1:16. It's time for Pepsi. Yeah, you got to stay awake for the conclusion of this exciting defensive battle between the Lions and the Bucks.
And they need about 9. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Packer record, Barton Grill.
Johnson gets set.
I've played the least Tecmo this year that I have probably in the last 5 years before. By far. I probably haven't played in months. Since the last time Green Magic was over here and we played a few games, or at least one game.
7th play of this drive.
I think we only played one game.
He's looking to pass. Looking for an option. Passes it out.
Oh, and he's out of
So
bounds.
the pass falls incomplete in the end zone.
What's up, Chris? Just coming in with the RIP news.
Grammatica is looking to add to their total with this attempt.
Broncos are for sale.
And that kick is right on target. And so, John, the drive comes up a little short.
Eli's always got the inside stuff, you know.
With a field goal.
They should bring, if they brought back the inside stuff show, they try to do it with Grant Hill instead of Ahmad Rashad. That I never really watched it, so I can't really say if it was good or bad. But you gotta get Eli the Wolf on the inside stuff.
So they have first and 10.
Tight ends, sports bar, nice. We'll see, Deontay. I don't know who's gonna play.
He's going to throw. McMahon.
Oh no.
Loose ball. The Buccaneers.
This is a very Lionsy game right now. That's the thing about this Tampa Bay defense. They're just creating turnovers. I'm still winning, though, even though it feels like I'm not playing too well. A drop.
McCarty was the intended target. Johnson looked a little uncomfortable in the pocket there.
It was an easy pass. How in the heck did he miss it?
Yeah, we need Slapshot Sean to come back to tradition. My cousin Sean, he needs to get back and come to the Christmas Eve tournament.
Only one man back, looking to turn it upfield. He'll try the spin move, and he's brought down at the 24-yard line. He was stopped before he could go.
With the defensive line that the Bucks have, like, they're just not a good.
And they'll face a long third.
Like, I can't really scramble with McMahon versus them because they're all just too fast.
And he hits his target.
Missed that tackle.
With the stop at the 18. Pitts couldn't make it to the
Oh, I wish
and it
Peyton Manning would do more. I don't really know what he's doing. He doesn't really have a presence. If he came back as a commentator, I would watch that game, see how he does.
through the upright.
If he came back as a coach,
Drive concludes with a field
I'd
goal.
probably see how he does.
Relatively happy with that.
Hey, that's why you have your kicker. Put him in position to come through, and when he does, it gives your offense confidence. They don't have to do it all.
If you're going to applause instead of laughs, you're not a comedian, you're a
Bring
propagandist.
this one upfield.
Alright, let's see if I can get something going. Yeah, I got the flag back there of that game. Right there. See it? That's when I was still into football as a fan.
First and 10 here.
Not so much these days, but I do enjoy going back to these old school sports games.
Looking for room. Breaks free of the
Stewart.
defense.
There we go. Let's keep it on the ground.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So they have first and 10 here.
We got Warren Sapp in the middle. I'm just glad they didn't pick that one.
Jackson did a nice job.
Madden 07, I have to see if I have that one.
Lucky that one fell incomplete. A lot
I
of
know I got 06
gobbled up by the defense.
with McNabb. 07, maybe I have that one on the Wii.
Own 35.
I have to see.
McMahon under center.
But yes, it's one I could get to. It plays like these.
Passes it.
Put the loft on it.
Intended receiver. He let him a bit too far.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it
People
to
like the
someone else.
Madden games of this era. You know, whenever
Third down and a long coming up
I
here.
go in and stream one of these, there's definitely some people interested in
He's looking to pass.
checking it out.
Surveying the field.
He's open. There we go.
Nice reception. The 40. And it looks like they'll mark it at the
The Little Giants than a modern NFL game. Yeah, I did watch a little bit of the second half of the Bears game, and it was just the same old song and dance. It's like they're already done. Like they're gonna lose.
It's 1st and 10.
There was no intensity level. It's just like, okay, let's just wait for the Bears to lose.
Rice got the quarterback.
They got another quarterback controversy. They got 3 guys that could legitimately play. And whoever they pick is not going to be good enough because they're not going to win because their team's just not there. It is true. Running backs used to be like stars, and now they're just like plug them in, plug them out. They're good for like 3-year bursts, and then it's like, oh, on to the next fresh guy.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. He gets the count.
This running it.
Brought down at the 37. They're trying to
Yeah, I saw a couple Fields jerseys in the wild Sunday
To the play. And even quicker
in
to
Chicago.
blocks and get in a
People were ready for him.
over the hole.
3rd down and long coming up here.
I saw he scored a touchdown.
McMahon from the shotgun. He surveys the field. Passes it out.
Azakim going for that yak.
He made the reception, but
I think I'm going for it.
When it's 3rd down, you need to make sure that you move the ball past the marker somehow. You got to think that anything less is a bad play or bad execution.
I don't know if I trust the tight end to get open. I don't know if I trust the hitch. Sometimes those are tough to hit in the zone.
about 4 to go. Ball
The
at the
whole
29-yard
gesture of the channel. Well, it's went through some phases, but basically it showcases retro sports games. Not really. I mean, those for sure I would put in the category of not retro games. Probably anything up until this era. I mean, there are some PS4 games that I've streamed on the channel, like 2K,
The Lions holding on by less than a field goal. Looking
but
for
it's
a
not
receiver.
the usual.
And it's caught.
So if it's retro or sports, it's on the channel. Usually it's the combo of it being an old sports game, retro one, and sports. But sometimes we either just do retro, like Green Magic just did like a off-topic game, and that was just retro, and sometimes we'll do like a modern sports game. But that's like maybe 10% of what we have on the channel. Throughout the last years before COVID, we had a lot of live tournaments on the channel. We still have some. We used to play and stream at a bar on Monday nights in Chicago every Monday.
Less than a field goal.
But that's
Sam makes the stop.
not going on, at least for the streaming.
But there's nothing there.
The defense had great penetration, and they were right there to cover their gap assignments.
A big lift for
I
the
think
defense.
generally people come to this channel to watch
To a field goal and not a touchdown.
the old sports games still be enjoyed.
So it's second and goal. McMahon gets set.
Loss of 5 yards.
I mean,
With the timeouts they have left,
just
they
play
can use
clock
the whole
is just
field, and
not
the defense
enough.
has to be aware of that. One thing to watch out for.
Whitlock reported a lot of NFL players just faked their Vax cards, which I guess was supposed to be a federal offense, but I mean, come on.
They'll go with a pass. He surveys the field.
I can't be forcing people to inject stuff in their bodies.
Incredible pass by the quarterback.
No tap streams ever since
Now up by a touchdown.
Mort left the channel. No one really stepped up in that regard to keep him going on Mondays. Big touchdown, by the way. Schrader got it in there on the post. That's huge before the end of the half. In a real sloppily played first half. Looks like I'm going to come out with at least a touchdown lead.
He'll start upfield.
No, it's still open. They just require a mask, and
Out onto the field.
I'm not doing that.
A field goal on their last drive. So they have first and 10 here.
I think he's just fine. I don't know, though.
He's going to throw. Johnson sends the pass away. And the defender brings him down at the 42. So they have
Eli, you'd have to ask him.
ball on their own 42.
It was abrupt. Yeah. Those were Lions' big moves back then. Bill Schrader, he came over from the Packers.
Deep throw. McCardell couldn't make the catch.
I don't think they can do much more than just throw one long. So I'm sure the defensive coach is telling his guys, don't get
So I
beat.
was feeling pretty good about this one. And really, it's just Tampa doesn't have anyone on offense. It's really a huge threat.
Looking downfield. He
Going
goes
deep.
to the left side.
Oh, he could have caught that,
His
but
hand on it. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. Detroit 14. Tampa Bay 6.
and you hear the music interjected in here during gameplay.
Back to the game.
And I'm kicking
Let's
off.
take a look at our halftime
It's
stats.
time to D up.
Hansen in to kick this one off. He gets the kick away. This one will be returned. The Buccaneers take
He was another blockbuster signing. And he was only like the Rams' third receiver.
ball on their own 20.
Very fast. From what I remember, he didn't play too bad for the Lions, but he wasn't
Two tight ends
first
available.
receiver money material.
Looking for a receiver. Throwing.
Keyshawn got open,
Little too
and he
much
missed
on
him.
No, and maybe he got held up in the line because their timing was really off on that pass.
Mike Sherman.
Second and 10. Ball on their
Did
own
he coach in the NFL as well?
with the carry. And he stopped at
The college coaches, I don't know too much about, to be honest with you.
The defense just ate that guy up. They were right there for the stop when he tried to break through the line.
Yeah, the Lions, they drafted a bunch of
a long third down here.
high-profile wide receivers, but they didn't really work out. I remember Charles Rogers was one of them.
He goes to the left side. It's batted away. He really tried to gun that one in there.
Well, he slung it in there, but the
That's what I
receiver
thought.
just
Just wanted to make sure it was the same guy. Well, the Packers always did well under Mike Sherman. So, I mean, I can't really say too much bad about him. He was with Rodgers before the current guy, right? They seemed like a good fit until, you know, Aaron Rodgers got the larger-than-life ego. With the Packers, they've been pretty much a perennial. Robert Porget. Perennial playoff team, the Packers. I waited until he got outside of the zone. Not a bad throw.
Second down and 10 to go.
Yeah, Jermaine Crowell. That didn't happen. There's a lot of guys that were supposed to be superstars. Yeah, that was bad. See, like, some of these that are not being caught, like in Madden 2004, those would be picks for sure.
3rd and 10 coming up. Ball on the 50-yard line. The quarterback is back in the shotgun. He's going to throw.
Throw it up. Schrader, 4th down.
He couldn't get it to his man.
Herman Moore. Yeah, he was like a good receiver when they had Barry Sanders. He's the first good wide receiver that I remember on the Lions.
Williams with the fair catch. The offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive, going 3 and out. So we have 1st and 10 here. Man in motion. He's looking to pass.
Oh, I almost got in front of him for that user pick.
A display of good concentration by the receiver.
If he can make catches like that regularly, he can expect to see more passes thrown in his direction.
2nd and 6.
I'm drinking a Oktoberfest tonight from Wild Onion Brewery. Went there a few weeks back. Pretty cool place.
And he stops at the 16.
It's actually pretty smooth for an Oktoberfest. It's not as like bitter and dark. It looks like it has that quality, but it's an easy drinker.
He's looking to pass. He surveys the field.
Oh,
Hits the target with the pass.
big tight end breaking tackles.
He hangs on to the high pass.
You can go to this guy
NCAA 303. Yeah, I played a whole season with Notre Dame.
always come up with the
Nothing really happened to it. I could always pop it back in. It's probably like the 2003 games on PS2. This one and that one. They're both my favorite. I put the most time into them. So I definitely wouldn't mind playing it again. I don't know if I'll do another season anytime soon, but I got into the season, and I like that the college seasons are pretty short, so it's not hard to pull off. Just I gotta commit to
2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on their own
to doing the streaming more often.
searching for a seam. Green holds him down behind the line.
Yeah, they have an IPA called Misfit IPA. It's pretty good.
As he got the ball, there was a defender in his face to knock him down.
3rd and long.
But really, I'm running dry now. I think I got one summer shandy in the fridge, and that's about it.
Looking to pass, throws it. McCardell couldn't make the catch. Lots of pressure on the quarterback.
I'm not sure
04 on the GameCube. Yeah, the Cube.
quarterback.
I have Madden 2003 on the GameCube. I think I played it on the channel one time. It's just that Z button and only 2 triggers. It's not like hard. It's pretty similar, but
Howard looks like he's
it's kind of wonky for the sports games. I will give you that.
Howard drops it.
I was gonna fair catch it, but he dropped it anyways. The Lions are coded to play like the Lions. They must be. Yes, I've slammed some summer shandies in my day.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 67.
Can you do that as early as 2003? Bring over the draft class to the game?
Better job concentrating.
It's first down and 15 to go.
Filippo coming in with Barry Sanders, Herman Moore, Johnny Morton,
I formation.
best of the 90s.
Looking for a seam. Harris stopped him for his third.
Ronnie Pete, Scott Mitchell, Don Mikowski, Dave Craig, Charlie Batch.
Not allowing him to rest on the
Yeah,
side.
they were exploring QBs,
Second and
just like the Bears.
ball on the 15-yard line. The backs are lined up in an eye. Man in motion.
Brad Johnson right now, he played QB for the Vikings.
Nice spin move there. Green makes the tackle at the 8-yard line. Effective
Casual sports gamer Joe is, he lives in New Mexico. He won't be on the channel anytime soon.
From the coach.
first down and goal to go.
Oh, this is the first year you could do it?
Johnson sets up. McCardell moves in motion. Looking to pass with the throw, and this pass is completed. And he's
Defense is not holding too strong now.
receiver did a good job bringing this pass in.
Only managed 6.
Without a pretty good pass. And they had both on that play.
I don't remember the Mikowski on the Lions thing. What year was that?
Looking to run it here. Rogers records the stop.
Andre Ware, he really never played too much.
On that play,
Yeah, you talk about a defensive line winning the battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after.
Yeah, the old run and shoot.
They're gonna have to try something different in order to score some touchdowns when they get inside their opponent's red zone.
Johnson hands it over.
Stop them. They're going to go for a field goal.
Looks for a seam in the middle, but there's nothing there.
The defense had great penetration
Filippo coming in.
right there to cover their gap assignments.
I love the cartridges for the N64, but it did not favor the sports games out at the time,
The Detroit Lions,
besides for the arcade ones.
Bay Buccaneers.
It's great to just pop in those N64 games, no loading, just get to it right away. But PlayStation was the preferred system at the time to play the sports games on, especially the Sims
The kick is up.
simulations.
It's good. So a successful drive when you look at the fact they did get 3 points out of it.
The key to
Eli, have you done any streams on your channel?
points for your team. They got it done on
I
that
know you
front.
do the
I'm sure they'll think a
the
touchdown
hockey
for the next
horns.
one.
He sends this one toward the end zone. Howard will try to bring this one back.
Desmond Howard.
The returner found some room to run.
The blockers played some
95 for the Lions.
coverage unit seemed to be caught out of position.
Probably was right before I started watching, so that's probably why I don't remember it.
First and 10. Ball on their own 48.
I think Scott Mitchell was like the first one I kind of remember them having. Oh man.
McMahon rolling over to his right. Ricks was the intended.
What's up, Full Nelson Tecmo's here,
On both teams.
and Troy GB Land running the Tecmo Super Bowl Hardcore Championship in Green Bay. What is the venue? Dwayne says he lives in the area. He might be checking out the tournament.
Stewart, the deep man, looking to throw.
Forgot what the venue was.
Breaks free. And
Nothing
he's
was
up
there.
At the 48. Back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Man.
Ball at about midfield.
Greatest opponents when I was growing up.
Back to pass. Stepping up. Throws it out over.
Oh, man, he could have caught it.
Intended target on that.
It was a desperation throw, too.
A little too long to go to that toss.
I'm not surprised.
Midfield, they've been getting field goals. I think I'm just going to go for it.
Defensive lineman rushing.
I don't love these routes.
4th and 10.
D2 Stadium District. There you go.
McMahon back in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Looking for an option.
Schrader, oh, he breaks a huge tackle, and he's off to the races.
The 10.
Diving in. Mike McMahon getting TD toss. So I had a lot of opponents. I don't know if any of them were that great. Like, as a local legend in these Madden games, anyone who challenged me and thought they could beat me, I took care of them. I did play this game online, and I did, when I went to Triton College, I played in the Madden tournament. I think it was 04, or maybe later, maybe it was even 05. I killed the first guy, and then some guy beat me after that. So it wasn't like I was unbelievable at the game, but any like neighborhood guy would be like, oh, I could crush anyone at Madden. I'll take care of him. There's a guy named Georgie Kohler who thought he could beat everyone at everything. He was a big talker. Once I got the control in my hands versus him, I took care of him, and, you know, he's one of those guys that just keep talking, even though he lost, you know.
Yeah, just stick your hand in there and whap it down.
You know, you all have a guy or two, you know, like that.
It doesn't look good. I spoke to the team doctor, and he indicated that it's the type of injury
Just
that
likes to hear
takes
himself
some time
talk.
to heal. They're hopeful that he won't be out long, but his return is doubtful.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, that's good news because on the replay it looked a lot more serious than that.
There's two D2s. Madden 2001 for the PC. Still got that running.
And they'll face a long 3rd down here.
DOS. What a platform. What an operating system.
Throws it out over to the left. He finds his man.
Keyshawn.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, put the Madden graphics on the bus. On the MXG bus. It's an outstanding cook. Tried calling him a couple weeks ago. Texted me that he would call me back, never did. He's been on the channel once. I played him in International Track and Field because that was a game me and him played growing up. But he's a TikToker. He's got some success there. Oh, what's up, Alex? Is this it? Yeah, the Lions winning the game too. D2 Stadium District. 4 of them in the area. I couldn't get there. Wambulance from Madden 92. All Pro 2K8. 300-pound running backs. Did he break a lot of tackles?
On a pass play, there's no excuse used for a play that
I wish it was easy to get those old PC games running. I've looked into like retro game towers, but that was just one thing I never. Before I had children, you know, I could have went that route and played some turnover on downs, but now I just don't think that's ever going to happen.
First and 10.
I am running the Lions really well. Alex, you would love this.
Line up in the shotgun. He's looking to pass. McMahon.
Actually, it's been really sloppy game, but had some big plays, and those have been the difference. Scoop and score. Schrader break tackle for a touchdown. Those have been the biggest two.
9 yards to go.
Steps from Lambeau Field.
Looking to throw. He surveys
Oh man, I would have had to got rid of that one quick.
the 12.
Heavy on the butter and syrup on the pancakes. Well, yeah, I did have some sleepovers at his house when I was younger, and his dad was a good cook, but he went heavy on the butter. Could tell.
2 minutes to go. They'll go with a pass.
As Akeem, horrible throw. Oh, and Akeem doesn't make the catch, even though he's making the big bucks on the team. Windows XP laptop will play the old games, like even the ones that are like geared for Windows 98.
And he waves for the fair catch. He saw them closing in.
He's showing his worth. Akeem, not really. After that big drop.
maybe where they try something towards the end zone, since they'll have 3 more downs to work with after that.
Sure, is the Shark coming to the Tecmo Super Bowl Hardcore Championship? The Shark is a Tecmo legend.
Looking to pass. Throwing.
Uh-oh.
Nice completion. Missed tackle. He's at the 40. Harris takes him down at the 34-yard line. He was in on that play, giving him 7 tackles so far in the game.
Windows 98 laptop?
4-man front this time.
I don't know.
Passing to his right. Johnson was the intended target. Harris.
It's hard for me to have the patience for the setup when all of the game consoles I have are just put the game in and start playing. That is the issue with today's games. Like running this bus now, like I gotta go to the bus and do updates pretty much every time I go there, because the games always update so that they can play properly. So the fact that we had this era, even this era is awesome. You put in the game, it plays right off the disc. And they're just getting down the field. No Shark.
To come up with that catch.
A few more like that, this guy's going to be in the All-Madden team.
Tampa Bay takes a timeout.
Yeah, 16 Charles Oakleys.
The defense is trying to force a turnover, which would put an end to this game right
That'll be a bloodbath.
Ball inside the 10.
You'll mail me one? You build computers?
Johnson using split backs.
We'll have to talk about that one.
Tosses it right. Dilger can't come up with it on that attempt.
We'll definitely have to talk about it. That was like the one area that I always wanted to showcase on the channel that I really never got to, was the retro sports PC games. Because there's a lot of good ones on there, even, you know, the NBA Jams, Hang Time, those are all on there. Ooh, and they scored a touchdown. And then all the EA Sports
That
ones.
was a great pass by the quarterback. He delivered that ball where only his receiver could make the catch.
And with that score,
It's not Jim McMahon, it's Mike McMahon. Much shorter career than Jim McMahon. And Jim McMahon was a Super Bowl champion. So Mike McMahon's a young guy in this game.
And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good.
Alex needs that. Oh, crap.
Here comes the kicking team.
Oh, man, I got lucky. The one guy had there picked up the onside.
I think their best bet here is to run it with a simple handoff. You just never know what could happen on a toss play.
So they're almost within their kicker's range. Only one man in the backfield.
It was, cool technology for the time, watching the game's update. Usually got better graphics on the computer. But it wasn't consistent depending on what computer you had, how the games ran. So that was always the frustrating part. You'd buy a game, you'd have Windows, but you wouldn't have the right graphics card or whatever. And Schrader's tearing it up.
And he's tackled at the 5. The quarterback showed his great arm on that play.
Madden wants you to down 40 gigs and the game's still broken.
They don't need to run any type of play here. The quarterback can just go with a kneel down.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Stewart, come on, break some tackles. Oh, and he's in. That's going to seal it off.
Punches it in for the score.
Good night, Tampa Bay. The Detroit Lions just took you to the house. I don't think they could come back in 39 seconds. You can adjust the graphic settings.
The kick is up. The point after is good.
Charles Oakley. And the NBA would never be like it was back in those 90s. Even Oakley made it to the early 2000s with his run with the Toronto Raptors with Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady.
Tampa Bay needs 2 scores to get back into this one.
Any run plays in the playbook should be thrown out because they need points fast. And the only way they're going to get them is by throwing the ball.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 22. The Buccaneers line up in the shotgun, looking for a receiver.
So Jaravicious. He's like one of the taller wide receivers in these games usually. I remember doing one of the fantasy drafts where someone was like, you got to get Joe Jaravicious. He's like 6'5", 6'6". He's good for those jump balls sometimes.
2nd and 10.
I think I'll probably have this one in the bag pretty shortly.
Man in motion. Looking to pass.
Brad Johnson, nothing.
Pass off. Walker can't come up with it.
Oh, Live 98, yeah. I got that from my friend Joe back in the day. We played that a lot on PS1. Then I got it at like some KB Toys outlet in Michigan, I want to say. Holland, Michigan. Got it for him. On sale, Tim Hardaway on the cover. Don't remember how it was on the PC. I have the game on Super Nintendo. It's just like all the other ones, pretty much.
When you have a guy with a quick release like this, it can really frustrate the pass rush. Seems like he always gets rid of it just before they can get to him.
And they find themselves in scoring.
Golden Era was 85-95 for you. Yeah, for me, it was just basically like
There's the final gun.
the 90s
Detroit.
to like 2005 or so. Lions get the victory. Schrader had a huge game. Kurt Rambis and Del Harris, yeah. I remember one year they had a bunch of all-stars. Van Exel, Eddie Jones, Shaq, Kobe. Back when the All-Star game was still watchable because they would play. I don't know, it just feels like a lot of the sports went soft. There's not the heart they used to play with. Maybe it's the money, who knows? Maybe it's fixing the outcome. Man, good rating, 96.4. Horrible completion, but got the job done. Stewart, only 19 yards. Schrader, 101, 2 TDs. He's got to be player of the game. Keem didn't come through as well. Claiborne, that's who I was using most of the time. Had 1 pick, 5 tackles. Overall, good game, good matchup. On All-Pro, I should be able to take down teams that are better than me. Lost to the Rams. They're like the best team in the game, though, last time. Van Exel's 19-foot free throws. I just remember Van Exel, like, hitting the most shots from half court. He probably has made, like, 8 to 10 in his career. At least. Gotta look that up. Yeah, good pick, Cade. We went with the Lions and they got the W. Mike McMahon making it happen. No Joey Harrington sighting as rookie. Sabalos, Eldon Campbell, Vlade. Yep, that was the team. Placeholders before Shaq and Kobe. Yeah, that was a good team. That was basically their that's like the NBA hang time team. I think Vlade was gone by then, though. Oh, well, he's got traded for Kobe, so yeah. Like that year. But that's a solid starting lineup right there. Van Exel, the point guard. Eddie Jones, shooting guard. Zaballo, small forward. Eldon Campbell, power forward. Vlade is the center.
Our game is coming to you live from New Orleans, Louisiana. Glad you could be with us. Tonight's game promises to be a good one.
Madden Sim Sportsbook. Yeah, I mean, people would like that for sure. I always like to play my games. I know Sim's a big thing now with streaming. Like the Simulation Football League was one of the first ones where I heard about it, and it was, you know, big time on Twitch, and they do their YouTube. But I always like to play. It's better without Joey Harrington anyways. Van Exel was basically Gilbert Arenas without the humor. Propensity for guns. Oh, man. You can't forget Mad Max. Mad Max, Vernon Maxwell on the Rockets.
And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss. A much anticipated game ready to begin as we're lined up for the kickoff.
WWF Raw. Yeah, it sucked. It did suck. I think I have the game. I don't enjoy WWF Raw on Xbox. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain on PS2 is where it's at. Alright, well that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Thanks for everyone who checked it out. I'll be back with some more Madden games. As we approach, you know, the October baseball season, I'll probably try to get that Ken Griffey Jr. winning run season finished.
First and 10.
Not making any big promises, but we gotta keep playing some sports games on the channel. Gilbert Arenas with the Magic. Yeah, his best days were on the Wizards.
Not much on that play.
Yeah, you talk about a defensive line winning the battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go.
Tony Saragu.
About 8 yards.
No, I don't remember that. Sean Kemp Jr. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for checking it out tonight. We'll see you next time. Take care. Have a good one.